Sunday, November the 18th, 2018, and we're here at the American Legion celebrating the end of the Doo Dah Parade.
Cheese and eggs.
Cheese and onions.
Cheese and onions.
How about you?
Bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs.
Cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
Cheeseburger in paradise. Cheeseburger in paradise.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Happy hour.
Yay!
Yay! With the Tinas and Kristal.
Yay!
Doo dah, doo dah. Doo dah day. Doo dah, doo dah. Doo dah, doo dah, doo dah day. Oh, doo dah day. Oh, doo dah day. Oh, doo dah night. Da 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 da. Doo dah, doo dah.
Woo! The Tinas! Well, I'm taking the place. I'm taking the place of one of the Tinas because one of the Tinas did not show today.
Yes.
Where is the other Tina? Tina, you better come next year. We need the 3 Tinas.
Yes, yes. How can it be 3 Tinas if there's only 2 Tinas?
Well, there's only 2.
Oh, you're taking the place. You're the substitute.
I'm the substitute. Yay! Do I look like Tina Turner?
You look fabulous. You
Oh,
got the
thank
big
you.
hair.
I do have the
Oh,
big hair. I do have the big hair.
That's all you need.
And I bet you got the moves too. Do a little Tina move.
Moves. Yeah,
Woo!
I get the moves. Proud Mary,
keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Da 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 da. Woo!
Okay, now everybody get naked. No, wait, that's not that party.
That's the after party.
That's the afterbirth party. I mean, yeah.
Birth party.
Thanks for the memories. We thank you
So much.
so much.
And you notice we're silver and gold, silver and gold. I don't know the words, but it's silver and gold, silver and gold.
I wish I knew the words.
Nuts.
Wild hickory nuts.
Hickory nuts.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse went up the clock.
How come we only know some of the words to these songs?
Because we're having such a good time, we're not even paying attention. I want to see something's going to hold my attention. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
With something where the last 3 numbers are followed by 5 zeros.
Show me a bag book with a lot of zeros after the first 5 numbers, and I'm happy. And I want some blue chips. I ain't talking about food stamps either, baby. I want some stocks and bonds. All of them in my name.
Is there a photographer in the house?
Oh, yeah, you put the banana in your pocket.
There we go.
There we go. There's a banana in me pocket. There it is. There's a banana in me pocket, and I'm happy to see you.
Watch the camera. Not in front of the camera.
Not in front of the camera.
Yes. Yes. Cheeseburgers in paradise.
Cheeseburgers in paradise. Cheeseburgers in paradise.
Okay.
Oh, he's taking his banana back. It's been a real pleasure. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure holding your banana.
Ah, yes. To one banana to another.
Yes, yes. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4, 5 banana, 6 banana.
3 banana more.
Shamil,
Shamil, Shamazo.
Husband Incorporated.
Yay!
We're gonna do it
Our way, yes, our way.
making our dreams come true. And we'll do it our way, yes, our way, making our dreams come true for me and you.
Now, did you have a question for Cookie, the psychic dog?
The psychic dog.
Yeah, that's what the sign says.
The Cookie, the psychic dog.
Yes.
This is amazing.
It is amazing.
It is amazing. A psychic dog.
Yes, a psychic dog.
Yes.
Yes. A dog that's psychic.
That's psychic.
Yes, that sees beyond the veil.
Beyond the veil.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
Hey, that's
amazing.
Yeah. Well, you ask her.
I do.
Yeah?
Cookie. Was this a good Doo Dah Parade?
Well, now you asked her a question.
Yes.
That's what the sign says. Ask Cookie a question.
Right.
Does it say any words that the Cookie is going to answer your question?
No, it did not.
Exactly.
I'd assumed.
So you assumed.
I assumed.
And what happens when you assume? An ass of you, me. Yeah.
Yes. Now,
yes, Kristal.
But you did. You did.
I did.
Tell me.
Yeah.
To ask a question.
I did. Yes, I did.
All right, okay. I just want to make this clear.
Well, yeah,
to
sure.
The audience.
It
wasn't just me.
No,
but you actually prompted me.
The sign says to ask Cookie a question. I was reading the sign for you.
You're reading the sign.
Yeah.
The sign.
Yeah.
The sign says, ask her a question.
Well, the signs, if you look in the Bible, Genesis chapter 1, verse 14, it says the stars are put in the heavens for signs and seasons. For signs. See, signs, once again.
Signs.
It's a sign. You see, the sign is... It's,
Oh yeah.
So, Kristal, what are you doing here today anyway?
I am the Pantyhose Fairy, and I'm here to promote pantyhose. I'm here, yes, pantyhose. Pantyhose, yes.
Pantyhose.
Pantyhose.
You're
yes.
promoting it.
I am, yes. I am the Pantyhose Fairy.
Do you have your own designer line of pantyhose?
That is a very good idea. No, I do not at this time.
But you're thinking about it.
As you told me, as you asked this question, now the thought has entered my mind, and yes, I am thinking about it.
So you were actually inspired by the Swami from El Monte.
You are an inspiration. Has anyone ever told you this before?
Oh, many times. Sure. Oh,
yes.
yes. Oh, my gosh, yes.
The Swami is an inspiration.
Oh, yeah, as with the psychic dog, sure.
The psychic dog is an inspiration as
yeah.
well.
Yeah. Oh, she's very, very inspiring. In fact, she actually inspires me. We do communicate, but she barks.
Yes.
But she barks in Morse code.
I did not.
Most people don't know that.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah. Well, that's how we communicate in Morse code. Yeah.
In Morse code.
You see? Oh, you see? I just told her to turn your head around, and she did. Yes. That's simple.
Yeah.
Would you like me to tell her something else?
Absolutely.
What would you like me to tell her?
Tell her that do not poop on this grass because people will be walking there.
Cookie. Oh, you see that look of disdain? It's like saying, how could you even think I would do such a horrible thing? Oh, my God.
Okay.
Cookie has lost respect for you. I'm sorry, Kristal. Cookie has lost respect for you. Yeah, you would ask. You think that she bully dog would put poop on a lawn.
Yes.
Cookie wants me to end this conversation right now. Yes.
Okay. Well, Cookie. Hey, what can I say? I've seen dogs poop on lawns before, and
But not Cookie.
Well, okay.
There you go. You're assuming again.
I'm assuming again that Cookie would
past 5 minutes.
Possibly poop on the lawn. Yes. I guess I assume things.
Obviously, you do.
Yes, obviously.
And you don't assume.
I would. Yeah, I know. I ass out of you and me. Yes, that's it. It's an oldie, but a goodie.
And it is a goodie, and it's very true.
Yes. Well, thank you, Swami, for being here today at the Doo Dah Parade and the parade after party with the psychic dog.
Cookie, the psychic dog.
Cookie, the psychic. I am so corrected. Cookie, the psychic dog.
Sure, because she is the world's only psychic dog.
Now, hold on a second. How do you know this for a fact, though, that she is the only? Now, the world is a big place. Have you been throughout the entire world, Swami from El Monte?
Well, because when she was given to me by the High Lama, when I was in Tibet, the High Lama said, this is the world's only psychic dog, and gave me Cookie as a gift. Now, would a High Lama lie?
Absolutely not. But okay, a High Lama would not lie. But is it possible that this person could have made a mistake?
The High Lama is an inspired inspired person from a higher consciousness. There is no mistakes from the High Lama.
Okay.
And once again, you're assuming that a Lama might lie.
Might make a mistake.
Oh,
No, I would never assume that a Lama would lie. But make a mistake? Yes, I would think that it's possible.
If he was a mortal human, of course, anybody can make mistake if you're mortal. This is the High Lama. Come on. The High Lama. Not just a Lama, the High Lama. Yes.
Thank you. Again, I stand corrected.
Yes, you do.
A third time, if you are keeping count, folks.
Anyway, Kristal, it's been fun here talking with you.
It's been fabulous talking with you, and I am now speechless because I don't want to do a fourth assumption. So let me just end it by saying thank you for being with me on my Kristal Kira Doo Dah Parade after party.
Yes, and Cookie the Psychic Dog.com. She actually has her own website. Oh yeah, cookiethepsychicdog.com. Check it out.
Check it out. That's you'll see. Yeah, you'll see Cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Take it easy, buddy. Good to see you again.
It's good. It is so good seeing you again.
What did you think of the parade? Was it a good parade this year?
Yeah, I've been coming for probably 20 years. I love it. Yeah, it was good this year.
20 years you've been doing the parade. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do you remember a few years back when the Three Tinas came and did the parade? We were downtown when the parade was downtown.
Yeah. I love downtown. I love this part of town too, because it's close to the American Legion Hall.
It's close to the Legion, which is party central when it's all over.
We love the American Legion. We love to support the American Legion.
Absolutely, and because they do a lot of good work to help veterans and support veterans causes and other causes throughout the community.
And we like to support the Lightbringer Project.
Yes.
And
tell us about the Lightbringer Project.
Lightbringer Project is arts. It brings arts to the community for underprivileged children, and also that's about all I know, to tell you the truth.
Well, that's a good cause. Anything to help children, to help educate kids and bring joy to the world is a good cause.
Yeah.
So, who wants to talk first? What did you think about the parade?
I thought it was awesome. I haven't been since my son has been born. He's 11 years old.
I see.
But I'm very grateful to be able to bring him here today.
Awesome. Well, it's a great event. It's a lot of fun. Everybody's just kind of being themselves, being crazy and fun and kooky and wacky. What did you think of that?
It was cool.
Yeah. What was your favorite thing in the parade?
I don't know. Everybody throwing tortillas everywhere.
Throwing tortillas. That is the best part of the parade, is throwing tortillas. Do you hear that, Kristal?
I heard that.
Throwing tortillas. Can you imagine?
Why would anyone want to throw a tortilla when you could eat it?
I don't know. I got hit across the head with a tortilla, and I'm telling you, it didn't hurt. It didn't feel very good. No, I was mad at the tortilla. We're talking to Steve at the Doo Dah Parade. And so what did you think of the parade today, sir?
It was lovely. That's a bottom line for that, but I think it was much better than that. It was crazy as usual. It was beautiful, and there was a lot of great characters. Excellent characters today. I can't believe
including Kristal in her pantyhose.
She is wonderful. Look at her. I love it. I love it.
Yes. Now it's not about you. It's about her. It's up here now. We're here. No, it's about me. No, it's about everything. What are we talking about?
Guys, it was great.
At any rate,
great. It doesn't get much better than that for Pasadena, since the parade is nothing like it in the nation. I don't think.
Nothing
like it. No.
Absolutely
and
not.
It's so creative, more creative, because it breaks all the limits and takes the boundaries.
All the boundaries.
Nothing like any other parade in the nation, right?
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. So, what was your favorite entry in the parade? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, absolutely. It was the Queen. Are you kidding me? On the horse?
The Queen on the horse. Last time I saw.
I got a woman this year.
Last time I saw.
She have a 3-day-old beard. And she was beautiful and classy and sassy, exactly what it said. She was.
I think we're talking. I think we're talking about that photo of Putin on the horse without the shirt. That's the last. That's the last queen. That's the last queen on the horse I've seen.
This was a real woman this time, right?
I believe it was a real woman.
Okay, good, thank you.
She was quite
A
shapely.
little worried.
She was quite shapely, yes.
Yeah, she was wonderful. Wasn't you worried? No, I don't know. No. No, it was wonderful. I mean, what a great queen. And, it was lovely. It was a great parade. Everybody loved it, and I love the tortillas.
So who am I talking to here? You obviously were in the parade. I remember seeing you. So let's see who do we have here?
Obviously, it's Marie Antoinette.
Ah, the infamous Marie Antoinette. I'm sorry that I didn't realize it, but this is Marie Antoinette. Marie, or is it Mary Antoinette? Mary. Oh, no, it's Marie. I'm sorry. I'm camping it up a little too much. I'm sorry. But your outfit is fabulous, Marie.
So, it's better than yours, darling.
It is better than mine because I was not in the parade. I'm just a loiterer, as we call it.
You want to draw attention to yourself.
Everybody's
looking at you with your shiny stuff.
Well, speaking of attention drawing, look at your outfit and look at you with the mirror. You can't stop looking at yourself, can you?
Absolutely not. I'm beautiful.
You are quite ravishing, and I must say so. Where'd you get those pearl necklaces? The pearl necklace and the earrings?
I inherited both from my mother.
Oh. And what was her name? I forgot.
Her name was Tamara.
Tomorrow?
Tamara.
Tamara.
She's been deceased for 16 years.
Oh, okay. Well, very good then. And who's your friend here?
Just a cousin that got lucky to be rich.
Hello, Steve.
How are you doing? My name is Stephen Sneed.
Very nice to meet you, Stephen.
Nice to meet you as well.
So what brings you here to the Doo Dah Parade?
You know, a friend invited me. Ironically, I'm from Pasadena, born and raised. Never been to one of these.
Wow.
So I decided to come with my brother Jason. And originally, we decided to come and sell our shirts as a fundraiser for a film we just completed.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we did a documentary film on gang violence in Pasadena.
Ah, a good cause, a very good cause.
A great cause.
Very good cause.
So
tell us a little more about the film.
Well, the film is basically a community conversation centered around gang violence. But what we've come to realize is, although the film is about gang violence, it's really a community discussion, period. And it's bringing people together to just share and hear different perspectives from the neighborhood. Because part of why we made this film is whenever we talk about solutions, the people who have been impacted the most are never at the table to have a conversation and give their input. So this film was a way of getting their perspectives and to hear. So to hear a gang member tell you what they think solutions would be is impactful, it's powerful.
Absolutely.
Right? Because we never done that before.
No.
We sit around with scholars and city professionals and this agency and this professional, and we come up with our own conclusions, and then we wonder why it didn't work, right?
Correct.
So I was thinking, you know, when we come together and talk about solutions from our perspective and from the street perspectives, I think we might be able to share different perspectives to where we might find something successful.
So what's the name of your movie? Is there a name yet, or we're still in working mode here?
No. We had a grand screening at the Limley Theater on September 13th, I believe. Over 200 people came out to support the film. The film is titled Pasadena, Exploring Solutions to Reduce Gang Violence.
Who am I speaking to?
I'm Narayana Doo Dah Queen 2014.
Narayana Doo Dah Queen 2014. Yes, and I know who you are. I've seen you many times in the parade and seen you everywhere. I was one of the Tinas. We had Tina Turners. There were three of us. I'm Tina number 3. There's Tina number 2 is sitting over there.
Something was familiar.
And Tina number 1 could not join us today. She's a little tired. But
I can imagine after Halloween.
But we're here with Kristal Kira on her YouTube station, and we are live on YouTube. You can see the footage right over here.
All right, hey, how are you doing?
And we're just talking. We're talking to people about the Doo Dah Parade and what their experience was, and if they had something special that they wanted to share with us about the parade.
Well, certainly this year was the Doo Dah Queen. I mean, she was so incredible on that white horse, and it was Alan's horse, Alan Zorthian's horse, and the outfit that she was wearing was so amazing. I couldn't believe it. That costume, and she matched her crown just exactly.
You know what I loved the most about that? I saw all the peacock feathers going down the back of the horse. The robe of peacock feathers was absolutely stunning. I wished I had one.
Yes, I think
not the horse, the peacock feathers.
That was even more beautiful than what you'd see in the Rose Parade. I really felt that she stepped it up this year to a level that I don't know if we've ever had anything so beautiful.
Well, you know, it'll just be it'll be a challenge for next year's queen to say, hey.
Yes. Well, every year is different, and our queen last year was wonderful and still is an amazing queen. And this is so exciting, and this is my favorite doodah yet. So I had a good time. Went through it 3 times.
So tell me, do you have any other projects that you are personally involved in yourself that you're working on? Anything that's going on?
Not really anything new. We have the Kristal Kira channel, of course, which we are appearing on, and I'd like to maybe do some more videos on that channel. So I do my belly dancing videos from different locations, and we have quite
You're
a
a
few.
professional belly dancer.
Yes.
You'll have to pardon me. I've been out of the loop just a little bit. So yes, you're a belly dancer.
Right, that's right.
Fantastic.
And we have another good doodah day, so you're going to be part of the doodah, and I would love to see you as the Tinas.
Yes. We'll see if we can get the Tinas back in the future, or maybe we'll come back in some other incarnation.
Yeah. Well, happy doodah.
Happy doodah, my dear.
Wonderful doodah parade for 2018.
2018, yes.
Yes. Happy doodah.
We'll,
talk to you.
You too.
Watch the Kristal Kira channel and subscribe.
It's a fantastic channel. Yes. Isn't it fun? All right. Hello there. How are you?
I am well.
And who am I speaking to?
My name is Peter.
Peter.
Peter Wilson.
Peter Wilson right here. We're on the Kristal Kira YouTube channel right now, and we're talking about people's experiences with the parade and why they're here and what's important to them.
Well, I've been told by Tom that I'm a mathematical genius because I figured out the parade is actually 40 years old today. It is the occasional 41st parade, but there was one year that the parade had 2 parades in 1 year. So
technically it's the 42nd?
No, 40th year.
40th full year. I see. Understand.
And it's the 41st occasional.
41st occasional parade, and has been going strong for 40 years.
So 1978 was the first parade on New Year's Eve. When the parade fell, the Rose Parade fell on a Sunday, they moved it up another day.
Yes, they did.
We ended up having
there we go.
Peter Apanel pull together this ragtag team, and we were all, rocking Old Town before it was Old Town, when it was still just derelict and crazy, and there were $50 flats, cold water flats, and fun stuff.
Back in the day when you could afford to actually rent a place or even buy a place in town.
To dive bar, and it was all the greatest music: Snotty Scotty and the Hankies, Pecos, Curb Feelers. Gosh, we just had a wealth of great live music in Pasadena during the 78 years, 78 through 80. It was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, fantastic. So how are you a native to Pasadena?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. We're talking to a native Pasadenian.
Absolutely.
So tell me.
This, however, is a rarity. You'll never see one of these.
Let's see what we have here. This is the Pasadena Doo Dah Parade pin.
Can you get tight on that?
We could probably go right close. Let's walk right over here towards this camera.
All right.
And then so hopefully you can see this lovely pin, which is right there at the end of my finger, right there.
It's a close-in-a. Is that what you call them? Something like that.
That's pretty close.
And they only did a limited batch of them. I think that's a pretty rare.
A limited batch of pins that were originally done.
Able to hang on to it for all these 40 years, yeah.
Well, I think that's a noble thing. It's a fantastic thing.
Got a good junk drawer, I guess. So.
I love how my jacket is sparkling off of your shirt. The light is sitting my jacket
we look
right.
Good together. Yeah.
We do look great together here. Yes, yes. one might even think we're a couple, but maybe we're not. So,
fantastic job.
Very nice talking
Thanks for
to you.
documenting this. Hey, there's my friends.
We try to document as much as we can. Oh, you have friends? Oh, no. Bring them over here. You want to come over here? Oh, okay.
Fuck you.
I'm your shrink. Ha! He's actually his psychiatrist. I think there's a problem when your psychiatrist shows up to your recreational events.
I'm Dennis, and I approve this message. And I just want you to know that I broke my own record at Doo Dah in 2018 this year today. I went through the parade 4 times in 4 different outfits, and the crowd loved it every time.
And I saw you every time in all 4 different outfits.
It was really fun. My car was loaded with all kinds of stuff. I could have done more, but, you know, what a short parade it was. Maybe it should be longer just so I can go through again. And we'll double the offer next time. Just pay shipping and handling.
Thank you, Dennis. Well, we've been in the parade. Myself and my friend over here, we were in the parade a few years back. We were the 3 Tinas. There were 3 of us, Tina Turners, downtown when the parade was downtown. Did that for a few years, but then we kind of stopped doing it just because of logistics. But, you know. But we're thinking maybe next year we might reprise it and bring the Tinas back next year, or maybe another reincarnation of something else. You know?
So what's the question? What would you like to know?
What I would love to know is, what is your favorite part of the Doo Dah Parade today? What did you think was memorable and outstanding about the parade today? Did you have a favorite?
I did not have a favorite. I had a good time. I have a good time every year. Some years there's a bigger, you know, it's the crowd. It's the crowd. We like to have more people in the parade than watching the parade. Mm-hmm. But honestly, the people that are the spectators, the ones we're playing to back and forth and all that crap, all that stuff. Golly.
Golly Giamatti.
You know, that's kind of what it's about. If people enjoy themselves, including the people in the parade, you know the people in the parade are going to have a good time. Well, except for, you know who. Yeah,
well,
miserable.
She's a working girl.
That's why she's a blue fairy, not a happy fairy.
Not a happy fairy.
Yeah.
She's a blue.
That's a new song, Blue Fairy, maybe.
You need to write that down.
Okay. Anyway, but no, and the crowd seemed to love it. Our queen this year rode a beautiful white horse with golden hooves and sparkles in the mane, and it was awesome.
And the peacock mane on the back.
Oh, and
the
peacock,
train.
Peacock train, yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous.
And we can't turn these cameras around, but there is a beautiful 1955 Chevy Nomad panel right across the street.
I do see that.
For you car collectors.
Yes.
Car aficionados.
Is that your car by any chance?
Well,
or do you wish it was your car?
It will be later tonight.
As soon as I figure out who owns it, I'm buying that sucker.
Yeah. No, I'm going to have Suzanne just boost it for me.
Ah, well, that works too. So what's in the flask here? Tell me what this flask.
Actually, I can't tell you what is in there. It's a secret formula.
A secret formula in the flask.
Ladies and gentlemen out there in internet land, it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you last year's Doo Dah Queen, Her Most Right Royal Majesty Queen Imani.
How are you?
Hello, Queen Imani.
How are you?
I am fine, and we're all fine here on the Kristal Kira web channel.
Yes, hi, sweetie. Nice seeing you again.
And she is, as you know, the Pantyhose Queen, or Princess, or something like that, right? Is it the Pantyhose Princess? The Pantyhose Fairy.
Now, I need to make sure that she gives my outfit back because she's a little bit bigger than me, so I hope she doesn't stretch it out this time.
I know. She's having... I was telling her earlier that she was having some difficulty getting into those nylons this year, so... or pantyhose. But this is a family channel, so we have to keep things clean here.
Oh, okay.
So tell me about the parade today. What did you love about the parade, Queen?
Oh my God, everything was good. I'm glad to be sitting on the other side of the parade. It was really nice. The entries were wonderful. Queen Jennipha is really wonderful. We had a good conversation and talked. Her interest in the horse, it almost outdid mine, but you know.
Well, you know, there's an element of that every year with the queens. They always try to outdo each other.
It was a wonderful time. I'm glad to be officially part of the Pasadena Doo Dah family now. So every year I'll be sitting at the table. There's so much. Yes, that is a promise.
Yes.
I have so much to do following my reign. I'll be doing the Queen's Tea, which is the annual event.
Right.
We're going to be doing fundraising events. So this will not be the last time you see of me, honey. So.
Well, I hope not. Because,
Yes.
because you've done a great job this past
Thank
year. All the
you.
events that I've been told are fantastic. I was not in any of them myself personally.
Oh, that's fine.
But,
There's always next year.
There's
this
always
year.
room for improvement,
Yes.
I think. So what is your plans for the rest of the evening today?
I have another event to go to. My best friend is doing a Thanksgiving feeding, so I'm actually waiting on my ride now.
Okay.
And heading on to that. So it'll be a while before I take all this regalia off. So.
Regalia.
Yes.
That's not is that a person? What is that kind of term? Regalia, Kristal. Regalia. She's wearing regalia.
It's a grand term, and it's opulence and regalia.
So we put everyone on the spot here,
Yes.
my dear, and that is, since you're on the Kristal Kira YouTube channel, we have to know: are you wearing pantyhose or not?
No, I'm not. I'm wearing actually stockings. It's a one piece.
Aha! There we go.
Yes,
we
I'm
have.
actually wearing tights.
There we go. She's wearing tights.
Yes, tights are good. They're more comfortable. I can breathe a little bit more.
That's technically a pantyhose. Yes, technically.
Well, it's a thicker material, and they're come in designs. Most pantyhose are just sheer, but tights have a design to them,
right?
And they serve a much better purpose when you have to tuck.
They keep you warmer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We know all about that. Oh, next victims. Okay. We have 2 more victims. I mean, contestants.
I'm not the same guy as before that was me. I am the guy that earlier that was me. And you know what? If you talk this way, you have to talk backwards. And that way it comes out. This is my friend. I don't even know her, but she's here, so she's my friend.
Very good. And so who are you?
She doesn't talk.
She doesn't talk.
She's
No
a
talking.
Beautiful friend.
A silent, beautiful friend.
Yeah,
Okay.
Look at notice her outfit though. Take a real hard look at it. Blue feathers everywhere.
Yes.
How many birds do you see nowadays with blue feathers? We got blackbirds and sparrows.
Synthetic.
Well,
yeah,
and
look at
Pure imagination.
And you've got
Fantastic.
Kristal over here in blue also. So.
Yeah, today's a day for blue.
Today is a blue day. Your shirt has a lot of blue in it too.
Yeah, blue. Blue moon.
She should come here too with the same.
She's working on her equipment right now. We have a tactical problems that we're trying to work out. But did you love the parade?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. Were you in the parade?
Yes.
Of course she was. She even saw me in the parade. That's how I met her in there. She said she saw me in the parade.
Did you have a favorite part of the parade?
No, everything.
Me. When you saw me, that was your favorite, huh?
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Very well.
Okay,
All right. Well, thank you for coming by again. And again, that was not the person we spoke to earlier. That was somebody new. Hi there, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm excellent, thank you.
What are you doing today?
I'm here to represent our dearly beloved.
Our dearly beloved, Snotty Scotty.
Snotty Scotty.
Yes. And the back says, rest in peace, long live the Hankies.
Hankies, the
That's what it
Hankies,
says.
because Snotty Scotty was not a hanky. He was always very clear about that he was not a hanky.
I heard this. Yes.
So while Scotty may be gone,
yes,
we love the Hankies. We love Scotty, and he's here.
He's always here in spirit.
He's always here in spirit, and he would want us to celebrate the weirdness that is Doo Dah.
He would want life to go on.
Absolutely,
For those of us who are still here,
and
being
to be,
crazy and
continue
being wild.
to be weird.
And yeah.
And thank you for letting us be weird.
I resemble the fact that you called me weird.
You
Yes.
absolutely do, and thank you very much.
Straight out of hell. So, who am I speaking to here today?
He's the Devilicious group. Devilicious.
The Devilicious group. They were in the parade today. I saw them.
We've been here for the last 4 years.
4 years.
Partying and the Doo Dah Parade.
And the Doo Dah Parade. So
And to drink beer too.
Ah.
Yeah.
And to drink beer.
Oh yeah.
And everybody look over here. We got a camera shot going on right over here.
Up, Channel 5.
Okay. So here we go. So we're here on the Kristal Kira YouTube channel live. Everybody in here.
Which one is
You
it?
can see it's the Kristal Kira
Kristal Kira.
YouTube channel. That's Kristal Kira over here in blue.
Kristal.
Right here.
Is she a boy or a girl?
Well, we don't ask those type of questions.
I love the hair though.
I'm like one of those, like
She-
boy or girl.
She is the Pantyhose
Fairy.
Fairy.
Pantyhose Fairy, yes.
Fairy.
She's a
person.
Yeah.
And she's a wonderful person, and she does.
I saw the butterfly thing. I love it.
Those are her fairy wings. Those are her
yes.
fairy wings.
Yeah,
Oh, fairy, not butterfly.
Fairy.
Yeah.
She's a fairy.
Yeah, fairy, because you know, fairies are good.
Butterflies are not as fairy-ish, you know.
Yeah, they're not as kind of magical as
No.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I love your
Yeah.
hair.
You love
Let
the hair?
me know how you tease it.
I actually paid someone to do it, so
You talk dirty
yeah.
to it? That's how you tease it?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. So
I know you're the devil.
I took my dog
Yes.
to the
proctologist?
to the senior center.
Oh, senior center. Okay.
To share up the seniors.
Yes.
They said, do they have their shots?
Yes.
Yeah, they have their shots. Do they have their papers?
Yes.
Their papers. They were born here.
I ain't got nothing like that.
Yeah.
The only thing I went to, I had my palm read last week, and she said, your palm looks tired.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
She's
yeah.
all, oh yeah, I get it.
I got it. Yeah. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pamela.
Yeah.
Pamela.
That's all you got. Yeah.
Next, we're gonna write some jokes
What
for
else?
next year.
Yeah, next year.
Next year we're gonna get them with the
Yeah,
jokes.
with the
Yeah.
jokes, yeah.
This year's this is my first year.
Yeah,
so.
first year for
I'll
sure.
I'll give you a joke. I was driving down the street one day and I saw a bumper sticker on a truck in front of me. I realized the truck was a chicken truck and they had all these chickens in the truck, and the bumper sticker said, "Hit this truck and the yoke's on you." Hey!
That was a hell of a joke.
Yeah. Bien tapado.
So yes, we're here on the Kristal Kira YouTube channel. We are out front of the East Pasadena American Legion Post. We are at the post 18th of November of 2018. We are at the closing party for the Doo Dah Parade.
I've been in every West Hollywood Halloween as Tina Turner since 1984, and I've been in every Provincetown Carnival Parade since 1982.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I'm thrilled to meet you. You've been in
Yes.
every Doo Dah Parade since it started in 1978.
Yes,
We're
every
cut from the
Doo Dah-
same cloth.
Yes, and it just became like I just had to do it. I couldn't not do it, right? And every year was different, and every year it grew to be this big, amazing thing, and there was like hundreds of people in it, and it was like, wow. Yeah, we're gonna take a shot here. Hey, there we go.
Yummy.
Hey. Awesome.
Arm up, get into it. Sexy, hot, sexy.
Yeah. Very cool.
Okay. Now you're gonna get all sexy and hot for us.
Thank you. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, so the Doo Dah Parade just sort of, morphed into like a whole thing that just developed into what it was, and it's been here ever since. So
Wow.
Yeah,
There
it's
needs to be a
changed a lot.
documentary on this. There aren't many people that have been in the same annual event for that
Yes.
long.
Right,
And
right.
that is really
Yes.
good to hear.
Yes, and it seems like every year, you think that you go, oh my God, can I do this again? But it's always this thing where it's like, wow, that was fantastic, and every year it gets better.
It does. It's
amazing.
it's such a boost.
Yes.
Such a boost.
Yes, yeah, you feed off the energy of
It's an
people.
anxiety
Yeah.
buster. You have to do it. You have to. Just think, if you miss a year,
Yes,
what a
right.
downer, what a Debbie
Yeah.
Downer would
No,
be.
no, you
That's
can't
not an
miss.
option to miss it.
That's not an
Rain,
option.
snow,
Right,
sleet,
right.
job or no job.
Oh, it
I've
has
quit
rained.
jobs.
Yes.
Oh, I do it rain or shine. Nothing stops me. I'll be out there with the. I've been out there with the umbrella.
Oh,
And
that's
Channel
great.
7 News. We were on the Channel 7 News. We were out there with the umbrella
Oh,
in the
that's
pouring rain.
great.
Nothing stops us.
That's great.
Nothing.
That's wonderful.
Because it is a boost.
Yes, and it's tradition, and you can't break tradition.
Can't break tradition.
Yeah, you just can't break
Nope,
it.
not at all.
and
I'll stop. You know when I'll stop? When I'm dead.
Right. Right.
And
yeah.
I met this one.
Gosh.
I met this one person in Provincetown. She started doing it when she was 70.
Oh, wow.
And she did it every year till she was 79. And she did it right up until the end. You know, she unfortunately she was diagnosed, but 3 months before she passed, she was out there doing it. So you do this until you can't. And once you can't, then it's probably over.
Yeah.
And that'll be it, because you go out with a smile on your face.
Right. Yeah. Well, I was hoping to be the oldest person in the Doo Dah Parade that has ever done it, and I'm hoping that I can do that. So that's kind of hopefully what'll happen.
Yeah.
But you know, eventually things will change, and all of the old people won't be around anymore. But it'll still be. I still will be here. Yeah.
Exactly. Why not be the last queen standing?
Exactly.
Exactly.
We have a very unique situation that we have both been in parades for all these years. Every parade.
Every parade. I've been in every parade back east since '82, and every parade here since '84. And she's been in every Doo Dah Parade since '78.
Wow.
So
isn't that amazing? It's a phenomenon, really.
It's a phenomenon. There aren't too many of us. Actually, we're probably the only ones. I don't think there's anyone else that's been in every parade since '78.
I think there's one member of the Snotty Scotty band, and I know Snotty Scotty had started out in the very beginning, and he was in every parade too. So now there's maybe only 3 or 4 of us that I know of that have been in every parade and started right from the very beginning.
Okay.
But there might be more that we don't know about. But as of now, I think there's very few of us that are actually doing it. And you are probably one of the only ones, other than the other 2 Tinas, that have been in all of those parades together. Have you all done it together? Or just
well, 2 of us started in '84. The other one joined us in the '90s.
Oh, see, there you go. So you are the one that's been in there longest. Yeah.
So was Tim the one that joined you in the '90s?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Very, very cool. So that's, and like you were saying, it's like you just can't not go. You have to go.
It's mandatory.
Yeah.
I look forward to it all year. It's a highlight of the year. And it's a high before, during, and after, so it lasts, it lingers.
Yes.
Lingers.
And not going is not an option,
it's
right?
It's not an option because it gives me a boost a month before and a month after, and then I look forward to it and then I look forward to this parade, so the boost just keeps coming.
Yes. And will you be doing the Doo Dah next year as Tinas?
Maybe. We'll definitely be in the Doo Dah. To be determined who will be.
That would be
Stay
wonderful.
tuned.
That would be wonderful. It was so wonderful to see you on Halloween. That was fantastic. It was just amazing. And I was on the phone with Kristal, and I just couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh my God, you'll never guess who I ran into." Yes, I was the belly dancing fairy. That's what it was. See, you didn't know for sure. Yes.
I'm a space cadet, so
I had the green wig with the blonde hair and the fairy wings, and it was all green.
I remember you. I remember you were there. Yes.
Yes, and Kristal was not able to make it, unfortunately.
She was sadly missed.
Yes, she
very
was sadly
missed.
Well, this is very professional.
Oh yes.
I stopped several times during the evening, and I said, "Where's Kristal?"
Yes.
Several times.
I had a date with 2 police officers.
Just all the above.
Squad car.
Actually, they never did take me in the back of the squad car.
But you wanted to go in the back of the squad
You couldn't
car.
be that
didn't
lucky.
you, honey?
That would have been a nice touch.
So to speak.
When I show up, the conversation goes downhill quickly. Haven't you noticed?
Sad, right? We were discussing the different parades that we've been in and how many we've been in from the beginning. And I've been in every Doo Dah parade from the very beginning, and I've never missed one. And
I've been in every Halloween parade in West Hollywood since 1984. I've not missed one. In every Provincetown Carnival parade since 1982, and I haven't missed one. And I have no intention of ever missing them. I'll stop when I'm dead.
Yeah. No, you'll continue after you're dead.
Oh, I will. I'll live on. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly right.
I'll figure out a way.
You'll figure out a way.
A hologram.
Yeah, that's right. You come back and
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's the thing. See, and so it's exciting, and I'd love to see you all here again and doing the thing.
We'll be back.
Yeah, the thing that you do is so wonderful. It's
something.
How did you ever come up with the idea? I mean, just top?
What idea?
Well, the Tinas.
The idea that, who started the group?
Me. Yes.
Me.
Can I tell the story? Do you want me to tell the story?
Well, you probably don't know the story.
I know some of it.
When I first started in 1982.
Well, you start there.
Well, in 1982, actually, it's 1984. I stand corrected. Tina Turner made a comeback, and a Tina Turner song came on the radio, and my friend said, "You should do Tina Turner for the parade," and I did, and I've never looked back.
That's the whole story?
That's the whole story.
I was
just a
hoping for more than
suggestion.
that.
A suggestion.
No, stop there.
Okay.
There's more. But wait, there's more. So, he started dressing as Tina Turner when? 84?
84.
He came to...
When she made her big comeback.
When she made her big comeback. He came to West Hollywood for Carnival, and he dressed as Tina Turner. And he dressed as Tina Turner for Carnival. Okay, not to jump in front of you, but he dressed as Tina Turner for Carnival. And then that year he ran into his unknown person friend, Tina number 1, Peter, and they were both dressed as Tina Turner. Did not know each other, but they hung out that night and they got crazy for Halloween night. Did not exchange information or phone numbers, or did not know each other any further than just both wearing Tina Turners for Halloween. For the next couple of years, that pattern went on.
And they saw each other.
And then in about the 4th year,
they saw each other at every Halloween event.
Yeah, every
Just
year.
that one night. We see each other
Halloween,
one night a year. And we won't see each other till the following year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the 4th year, about 4 years or so, right?
Yeah.
He decided to switch it up. He came as Cher that year.
But I still
For
did Tina
Halloween.
Turner too. I did costume changes.
Right. But he came as Cher. He came as Cher, and they ran into each other again. And guess what Peter was dressed as?
Oh, no.
Cher.
And we weren't in contact. We didn't have each other's phone numbers or anything.
And from that moment on, they exchanged numbers, and those two have been like this.
After that, I said, we got to change phone numbers.
And ever since that year, the two of them have been doing Tina. I came along later in 1995, so that was back in the 80s. About 10 years later, I came along. I'm Steve Sparta.
And how did you meet? How did the two of you meet?
Through a mutual friend in
We
Provincetown.
met through a mutual friend. Just
And
kind
there's
of
a Marilyn
casual
Monroe
meet.
story with that. You want to tell the Marilyn Monroe
I'll tell
story?
you Marilyn Monroe, but let's go on. Let's go
Okay,
back to
okay,
Tina
yeah,
first.
sorry about that.
So I came along in '95, and then I started dressing with him. And by the end of that season, we had dubbed ourselves the Three Tinas. And we have been known now since about 1995, 96 as the Three Tinas in West Hollywood. We're there every year doing our thing. We've not missed a year since 96.
Remember the year we were in the rain with Channel 7 with the umbrellas?
Yeah, we were in the year that it rained, and Channel 7 interviewed us, and we were pouring wet, and the rain is just dripping everywhere. But we're there as the Three Tinas.
Okay, so how long have you two known each other?
Since 1989.
Okay, so why didn't you join the Tinas sooner then?
Well, because in '89 we were just good friends, and I did not know. I was not traveling back and forth from.
I was
the
living
East
in
Coast
California. He was living in Provincetown. 96, he moved here and he joined us.
96, 96. I moved here, and that's when I joined, and that's when basically our relationship blossomed also at the same time. So, but here's the Marilyn Monroe story. So here,
That's how we met. We met because of Marilyn Monroe.
So here's the Marilyn Monroe story. So, back in the 80s in Provincetown, he used to go to Carnival Week in August for Carnival. And there was this fella that always dressed as Marilyn Monroe for 1 year. That was his thing. He would dress as Marilyn Monroe. He'd run around the town at nighttime, going into the stores and stuff, and doing the death scene. Laying on the floor with the pills scattered around, plus dressed as Marilyn Monroe, playing dead. And people would just love it. And he loved it especially and gravitated towards this fella. He did it for 1 year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never to be seen from.
I thought
or
the next
ever
year
met again.
he would do it again. So every year I would go out the night that Marilyn died, hoping he would reenact it. 1 year, 2 years. Finally, after 7 years, I never saw him. I said, well, that's it. I'm not going to go out that night anymore because he's not coming back. Right. And my last year of going out, a friend introduced me to him.
So we met on the night of Marilyn Monroe's death, her anniversary, because he was looking for the drag queen that normally dresses Marilyn Monroe.
And I found him instead. And okay, go ahead.
Found me instead. And that story in itself is coincidental.
And it was the last year I was ever going to do that. I was done.
Non-important, non-eventful. But here's the rest of the story. I feel like Howard Cosell now. Now you're going to hear the rest of the story. He met me on the night of her death. And not only was it the night of her death, but I share her last name. My last name is Baker.
Oh,
Norma Jean Baker was her last name. And what was the other connection?
She died in 62.
She died in 1962. I was born in 1962. So it sent chills down both of us that we met each other, and all of a sudden we had this connection, and we were like, maybe I'm the reincarnated spirit of Marilyn Monroe. But maybe not, but maybe I am. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't think I'm related to her, though, because I looked in my family tree, and the Baker name doesn't go the same way hers went. But it's fascinating. It's a fascinating coincidence. It's a fascinating kind of turn of events that he was looking.
Yeah, a sign.
That he was looking for Marilyn. He didn't find Marilyn, but he found somebody who was born the year she died and shares her last name, Baker. I find that an eerie coincidence, and yet. And ever since then, we have been thick as thieves ever since then, running around, carry on like a bunch of drag queens. As we turn, yes.
Which is very, very celebrity-oriented and sexy and wild and beautiful. Yeah, and there's so much there, such a rich character. And Tina Turner is so distinctive that you really, really do it justice, and it's so much fun to have three of you.
Yes, absolutely.
You're all different, but you all have that super sexy, like the essence of her.
That's all we're trying to do. Now, all we're trying to do is carry her essence. We're not trying to be Tina, because no one can be Tina. But we all do our own little homage. Peter, we consider Peter to be the original Tina, because he's closest to what we feel as a good image of her. His facial expressions and the wigs that he does it like over the top, and he's as close as you can get to Tina Turner, I think, in a guy. So he's number one, Tina number one. He's the wild Tina. Is that right? Or no, he's the original. He's the real Tina. We call him the real Tina. And then he came along second, and we call Stephen the wild Tina, because he gets crazy as Tina. He jumps out of trees and stuff, and jumps up on top of like power boxes on the street corners and stuff, and he's wild. He's absolutely athletic and very wild. So we call him the wild Tina. And myself,
he is the pretty Tina.
I'm the pretty Tina because I do all the makeup in my face really pretty, and I don't look too bad in makeup. Much better than I look as a boy. And so my nickname is the Pretty Tina. So we have the wild Tina, the Pretty Tina, and the real Tina, who's not with us right now. He's home. We miss him dearly.
We'll have to bring him
out.
next year.
He's not out.
Well, I have to say, it was such a treat seeing the three of you perform at the DragCon last year. Yes, I was there, and I don't know, did I get any still shots that day? I know that you did a fantastic performance with the host, Daniel, and the four of you actually together doing Rolling on the River, and it was fabulous. And I'm so glad that we were able to do that, and you got a great rendition of it. And I hope you saw the video of the DragCon 2018 or 2017, was it? 2017, yeah. Yeah, it was wonderful, because it was a moment. I mean, and you guys were so like on top of it. Super, you were super on, yes.
The girls were on.
And it was a great video, by the way, Kristal. It was a wonderful video, and it was a wonderful event that year, and it was a special time because you just got in there, you had the press passes, and you just had access to everything, and there were so many wonderful costumes and people dressed up. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. It was a fabulous event. I couldn't believe we'd never been there before. Yeah. That was our first time.
That was our first time really? Also. We had not gone before.
Yeah, it was our first one.
That's amazing.
And then, when was that? Was that 2 years ago or last year?
Well, this year we went, but the year before was our first year.
The year before was the year...
2017. Yeah.
That's where I caught you singing.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it was very, very good. And yeah, I know. I just seen it many times, and was very impressed with it, and so glad that you were able to video it and get it all in there. So, have you been able to use that as promo or anything, or if people want to see your show, do you have a promo tape?
Well, we don't. We haven't gotten that
do it
far
for fun.
along. We've always just taken this as something that we do for fun and entertaining not only entertaining ourselves but entertaining other people on Halloween. But we are considering. We've got some things in the works that I think we're going to put together a Facebook page, and we're going to try to start posting some of the past videos and past photos from past years, because we've got like a treasure trove of videos. Probably.
So you do have some videos and things that you've collected over the years. Gotten
years of pictures and videos. I probably have 300 hours of video and thousands of pictures, if not 10,000 pictures.
And also, not only with respect to Halloween, but also for Carnival in Provincetown, we've got decades of video footage for the parades and costume parties there. So.
Yeah, you want to do that. I think you should do that soon, because, it's just right now Facebook is accessible, and you could even have your own YouTube channel. Have you thought about that?
Possibly, who knows?
An idea.
Because you have enough material, and then you can continue to do more. And next year when you come to the parade, you can perform with Kristal Kira, and maybe you can get some footage doing it with that, and get some of the footage on your channel. Absolutely. And on your channel too. We would love to.
We would love to be on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get the girls together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The opportunity exists now.
Yeah.
And it's weird how things kind of, it's like an ever-changing wheel that just turns, and there's opportunity. Yeah, the big wheel keeps on turning. It really does. And this is the time to do it, because you've got Facebook, you've got YouTube, and you can get on there and you can be a celebrity. You can make your celebrity. And you guys have it. You really do.
Well,
you have it.
I appreciate that. I don't think we're that talented.
You've got it. You really do. And you also are well known too. So that's
what I think, what we want to try to do is stay true to the roots of what we've done. Yes. And we've always considered ourselves what we, kind of like trash drag. That's kind of what we consider
old school.
Old school. This is when back in the 80s, and a lot of younger kids nowadays just don't know this atmosphere, because all the drag queens and impersonators that you see nowadays are perfect. Everything. Not to condemn them in any way, because I don't. No, I think what they do is absolutely fabulous and needed. But it's very different than what drag was back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. Yes. Drag was,
it was more raw.
Kira,
it was wild.
You're also of that time period with us, and you understand. It used to be very camp, what we called camp.
Yes, exactly.
And
like a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror.
Yeah, that kind of determines it. Yeah,
Tina. I'd go to the Rocky Horror and dress up.
Yeah,
that was my pre-Tina.
It was very raw.
It was.
And so we try. Right.
In the process of the perfectionism.
And that's kind of what we do. We try to be raw, and that's why when you see us performing on Halloween,
it's sloppy.
It's sloppy. It's not sloppy because we have no talent, but that's part of it. It's sloppy because we want it to be sloppy. We want it to be raw. We want it to be accessible to everybody. We want people to join in and dance with us and get crazy, and just let their hair down and forget about that crazy world out there for a few minutes.
Let's all improvise together. Let's be like 5 years old again. No script. Just let's do it as it comes.
Do it as it comes. Yeah.
And it's so great to be able to get a chance to talk to you, because that all reads to me in seeing you doing your performances over the years. And I'm really interested. I was always interested in who you were, because you're always so incredible, and yet very approachable, very accessible, and you have a personality that comes through. It's through Tina that you're portraying, but also your personalities are very, very real and accessible, and the people that you are shows, and that's what's wonderful about it. Yeah, and that's great, and I'm really glad to get a chance to talk to you and interview you.
Obviously, we love talking with you also, because we've seen you for like decades and not had a chance to talk with you.
So hey.
dancing, running away, and dancing away. Absolutely.
Keeps us young, keeps us going, yes.
So, Kristal, well, thank you very much for the opportunity to interview the 3 Tinas, or the 2 Tinas today. Yeah, the 2. And they will be back next year, and we'll be looking forward to it.
Yes. Come on in here. Tom Coston.
So crazy. I love this.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a fun, energetic parade.
Yes.
We never stopped, Doo Dah, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But you have the best costumes.
Oh,
I was
thank
up there, and I was telling everybody, I was going through the costumes that I've seen you in, outfits, like however you think of them, and they're just like really awesome, like polished, and like, you know, you look like a star.
Yeah. Oh,
you
thank
do.
you.
Like
Thank you so much.
serious.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny how many costumes that I've actually done over the years. This
So
is the
many.
Pantyhose Fairy, the FU cheerleader, Elvira's.
Officer Max.
Yes, they remember.
That
the
was
police
it was
officer.
amazing
Yes.
over the Zorthian Ranch.
Yes.
And that was just like it was like out of a movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you know what's really funny though was recently, like rarely do you show any pictures of me on in your advertisements. I don't know why, but
well, we should
recently,
show this one.
but recently. You had a picture of me and Count Smokula, and I was in the alien outfit, which I did 1 year.
Oh,
and it's funny because Smokula.
Right. You had it, and it was totally like almost invisible body suit.
Right. It was this like silver bodysuit, and then the face, and you couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah, totally.
And it was funny because Smokula said that was his favorite character.
That was
I'd
a
done.
cool one because I remember, and I think you came in here.
Yeah.
And I think like I knew it was you, you know, because I just know, like, because I know, because it was so cool. I knew only you would pull that off.
Right. Thanks.
And you were like anonymous, and it was like it was the best.
Yeah.
I love that. I noticed something too. I noticed that more people wore costumes this year.
Right.
So I think what's cool about that is that people are getting into fantasy and getting into, like, you know, being their other self or whatever that is, their alter egos. You know, there could be multiple alter egos.
Right.
And like all of yours. You know.
Yeah. Thanks.
And I think it's like really cool that I would love to see that more people do that at the parade.
Yeah.
Like in more places. Like I know there's other events where people do that too.
Right.
It's like cool, like Gay Pride and other places like where people can just get and do this, you know, experience themselves as other people.
Yes.
You know, like even cosplay and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like it's neat. So many young people are like getting into that. Like you don't have to be this one person that you thought you were supposed to be. That you grew up.
Yes.
You know, so that's what's on with this wig.
Yeah.
It's like mine. I love it because it's like altering. Like you do like you'll dress in some certain way, but then you alter it. So it's really a piece of art.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. I've always thought that. Like you
thanks.
were. I mean, were you like, okay, I'll do an interview of you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
So
like,
good,
I want to know about how you got into fashion, because like you have a total fashion sense. So like, where did that come from? Did you always have that? When did you decide to dress up?
Well, okay.
Like,
I mean, I liked women's clothes for a long time, ever since I was a kid.
Okay.
But I felt embarrassed about actually,
Sure.
you know, presenting that because I knew I would be ridiculed, and so I didn't do that until I came out here to California. Really, until I.
Where are you from? Were you from where?
I grew up in the Detroit area.
Oh.
But I was actually born in Montreal, Canada, but I lived in my first 5 years in Montreal. Then my parents moved to Detroit. So I spent the next 18 years of my life in the Detroit suburb area. And then after that, 3 years in upstate New York. But then in 1987, I came out here to California.
Okay.
And I looked for a job, and I found a job in Westlake Village. And so I lived in Thousand Oaks for a while.
Okay.
And then that's when I discovered. Actually, it was funny. Dennis Miller. I went to the.
Dennis is
yes.
great.
I went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show and met Dennis there, and he said, "I want you for the Doo Dah Parade."
Perfect.
What's the Doo Dah Parade?
Yeah, right. Right. What is that?
Yeah. And he goes, and he did this Rocky Horror Picture Show and an extra. And at that time, I was an Elvira impersonator.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Right, because that was my first ones. I was doing Elvira. I was calling myself Elvira's.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Remember?
And so funny because you used to doing so many multiple characters, I forgot that.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot that was you.
Yeah, that
and
was,
I knew that. Of course, that was you.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, I know
first,
it, but I forgot it.
But that's okay. Yeah, and because there were so many. And those are my first years. Were the Elvira.
Do you have like a huge like costume, like a closet and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, they're like all over. Actually, they're all over my house. I got a 3-bedroom mobile home, and it's like filled with clothes. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that, live in a mobile home.
Yeah.
I always thought that was like really. I just like the feel of the parks when I go.
Right.
Are you in a mobile home park?
Yes.
I love like when you go in there and just that way that feels. There's something about that.
Right.
It's like some weird kind of like Americana flipped on its head.
Right.
And it's like it seems like there's interesting people and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. These whole variety.
So you got into it.
Yeah.
And I remember one time, I think the first time I ever met you, you were out of costume. You were at Sabrina's party, like the.
Yes.
And I thought,
yes.
I don't know what you looked like out of costume. I forgot.
Yeah.
But I always said, well, it's like, what does he look like out of costume and stuff like that? And I remember I saw you that one time. He was like a good-looking guy, something like that. It was really funny.
Yeah.
This is like great, man.
Yeah.
So do you do other events and stuff like that? And you've got like the media thing going. You're like rolling into building your media thing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I'm building my YouTube channel. We do videos of events like this, like the Doo Dah Parade.
Cool.
Conventions like WonderCon, DragCon, Scare LA. So
what fun.
Yeah. And I have a host for those programs. So I shoot video and actually he does the interviews in those events.
Yeah.
But for events like this, like the Doo Dah Parade or West Hollywood Halloween Carnival, I like to kind of take the spotlight for a change and then do the interviewing myself.
Sure, because you're a centerpiece. Like it works for that.
Yeah, right.
Wow, what a trip, man. That's great. Thanks for telling your story.
Thanks. Yeah.
Man, that's like really great. Yeah. By the way, can I just talk to the camera?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I forgot your alter ego for this. What is
Kristal Kira.
Kristal has great teeth. I just had a bunch of dental work done.
Right.
And I really am admiring your teeth, like really healthy and white, man.
Yes.
So you got a really good smile.
Well, thanks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
unfortunately, I have good natural teeth, so that
you do.
That's good. Yeah.
I just now I'm noticing everybody's like all these weird features like people. But I love the wig. Poofy, bouffant, huge, super bouffant.
Yes.
It's like
awesome. Yeah, and that was the idea this year. I thought I want to do a really huge drag queen style.
Great. Yeah. It's everybody loves you out there. Thank you for being part of our thing.
Well,
man.
thank you. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe if you got a moment or two, I could ask you your story now.
Oh, okay. Next time up, my story.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I have an interesting story.
Yeah, certainly you do. Yeah. Thank you, Tom.
That's cool. Like nice talking to you.
Yeah, it's great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Well, and that's like all interesting when you want to now. See, this is really interesting now. How much the times have changed.
Right.
It's like so, and you're still like a young guy, but like so I know that like even like 10, 20 years ago, certainly 30 years ago, it's hard, like if you wanted to wear other gender clothes and stuff like that.
Right.
But like now it's so interesting because I know so many people who are parents and they have kids and they let them choose and they don't feel uncomfortable. Of course, we're in LA.
Right.
But it's so cool.
But I'll tell you honestly though.
Yeah.
It's not. It certainly hasn't been easy for me.
Yeah.
And I finally had to take a stand and say to myself, look, this is what I like to do. This is who I am.
Yeah.
And I think, and what's wrong with the clothes I'm wearing? And so I need to I went to these cross-dressing meetings for a while, where guys would go to this hotel and they would have like a dinner or like a banquet, right?
Okay.
And they would dress in women's clothes for like a couple hours.
Okay.
And then that would be it. And then they would come to the meetings again the month after, and they would do it again, right?
Really? Okay.
And it was still like they were still in the closet because
totally, because they were doing it like hobbyists.
Right.
I'm a hobbyist cross-dresser.
Right.
Oh man. Okay.
Right.
Not like this is my lifestyle.
Exactly.
Like it's like how you identify now.
Now, granted, I have had some hurdles and some rough times with people, and I can't get certain jobs because of it.
Sure.
And some people won't hire me. And I was, at one point, I went to a client's house, and the person I was there to work for was perfectly okay with me. But when the family came home, they were very upset with me.
Wow.
And one of the guys threatened me
with his
like
fist.
physically?
Get out,
My
get out.
God,
Yeah.
wow.
That he was going to
So
physically,
weird.
yes, physically hurt me if I didn't leave and never come back. And,
Whoa.
Yeah. Plus,
like as if you were like staining the family, you know.
Right.
And then you have to think like automatically, like we think, you know, it could just be a hateful, violent guy, but we think that like you touched some nerve in him because like there was something going on in there that he didn't want to deal with. You know, it wasn't about you; it was about him, right?
Possibly.
Like possibly. We don't know.
That's right.
Wow, what a trip, man! That stuff's interesting.
Yeah. And another thing, I can give you another example.
Sure.
I was working for this agency where I would get clients, and then I would work for the client as a caregiver, and so I worked for this one guy for about 5 years, and he finally moved to Israel, and so I lost him as a client. And so then I after a while, I called that agency again that gave me that job, and I said, because I was looking for work, and I said, do you have work? And I said, oh yeah, sure, come on in. Yeah. He said, and actually, I think they called me because they called me and they said, Chaim died. I said, oh, that's a shame. And so, because I didn't know. So he said, I said, well, so do you have work? Yes. So he said, come on in and fill out an application. So I went to the agency and filled out an application. And when I was on the phone with them, they said to me, oh, we got plenty of work, no problem. I go in and fill in the application, and then I wait a few days and I wait for a call because they said, oh, we got plenty of work, right? No call. Finally, after about 3 or 4 days, I called them and I said, well, you guys said that there was plenty of work available.
Yeah.
What happened? Well, we don't hire people like you. Oh, I knew what that meant.
Of course, and that's so degrading.
Yes.
Like people like you.
Yes.
It's almost saying like you're not people.
Right.
It's like just one step above saying you're not people. You know, like.
Yes.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yes.
Yeah, that's got to be hurtful and stuff. You know, because you're just trying to live your life and you have feelings and you care about people and you don't and you're not judgmental.
Right.
Clearly.
Exactly.
And you're not judgmental of yourself now, so it's like a cool thing, man.
Exactly.
Well, I honor what you do and
Thank you.
and just your courage to do it. It's like it's very inspiring to me that
thanks.
because I know how hard it is.
Yeah.
You know, and just to be able to just say, this is I care about who I am. I don't care if you care, if you don't care.
Right.
But don't hurt me, like that's cool.
Right.
Cool, dude.
Right. Well, thanks.
Okay, man, I'll give you another hug.
Another hug.
All right.
Thank you, Tom.
Peace and love.
You're the best.
You are.
Thank you. Thanks, Tom. How are you tonight?
I'm fine. Enjoying the party.
Good. You are fabulous. Look at this suit. I mean, this is awesome.
Should I drop the jacket?
Now, was this custom made or did you actually buy it?
My nephew bought it for me for Christmas as a present.
Really? Where did they find this?
I said, where am I going to wear that thing?
Yeah, but where did they find this outfit?
I don't know. He didn't tell me.
Wow, that is amazing.
But
it is. If you can't tell, this is a full Christmas pattern with Christmas trees and a nice little ornament on the top,
yes,
and the pants.
Snowman somewhere.
Snowman. There he is.
Downtown.
That's so great. And the tie, a matching tie too.
Yes.
Awesome.
Let me get fixed up here.
Yeah.
My Rasta bag.
Yes.
That's my purse. My man purse. My Merce.
Your Merce. Yes. So, what do you think?
Look like one of them.
What do you think of the parade this year?
It's great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Best time of the year.
Did you go see the parade today?
Yes.
And what did you think about it?
I thought it was wonderful.
Well, that's amazing. What was the best part of it? You got a favorite?
I liked, you know what? I liked the dirt. What was it?
The chicken heads?
No. The chicken heads
Nuclear
were good.
chicken heads?
No, nuclear chicken heads were good.
Nuclear chicken heads. Atomic chicken
I'm
heads.
having the bag. No, I like the
radioactive chicken.
Radioactive chicken heads. That's
the grunge bags, the dirt bags. What were they? With the
guy.
limo. Come on, let's go.
Oh, yes.
And then the boy. Rocket Boy.
He was awesome.
Beautiful.
That kid was having so much fun.
And then the Queen on the horse was just so beautiful.
She's inside here right now.
Oh yeah.
You could go dance with her inside.
Oh wow.
She's over here.
Really?
Right now.
I got to go in there then.
She's in there shaking her groove thing.
Shake
her groove thing. Shake her groove thing. Yeah. Shake her groove thing. Shake her groove thing. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys are doing it up, man.
Well, we try.
We do try.
We're trying.
The Doo Dah Queen of 2018.
My name is Jennipha Loren Nielsen.
Wow.
I go by Jenny.
You go by
I'm Jenny. I'm such a Jenny.
Yes. So Jenny, what did you do that impressed the judges enough to choose you as the queen?
I mean, well, to be honest, the competition was really stiff. I mean, I went against a psychic dog. I mean, that bitch, they loved her. I mean, she was like, lotto numbers, lotto numbers, lotto numbers. And then I went some guy who could play the piano after cracking his knuckles. And then we even had a MD with a sexy stethoscope. And then as I walk on stage, he looks at me and he says, "So what's your talent?" There's a talent? And all I thought, I'm looking down, I'm wearing my grandmother's ball gown from like 1950s.
Yes.
And I had thrown together a couple tutus because we had the Running of the Clowns just a week before. I'm a girl who likes to have a good party. I'm 100% committed to the party, right?
Right.
So I have these tutus, my grandmother's ball gown, and I'm like, I know Scottish drinking songs. So I get online and raise your glasses, and I sing this Scottish drinking song. The sea was made of whiskey and I was a duck.
Right.
I'd swim to the bottom and never come up. But the sea's not made of whiskey, and I'm not a duck. So we're gonna take our poor chances on old lady luck. And then, of course, my husband's in the crowd. He's one of the judges.
Right.
You know, it's really easy to bribe Tom to be a judge. I mean, you know how to be a judge? You got to give Tom 2 beers. I mean, it's a good. You can even bribe the judges. Did you know that?
Wow.
So I'm up on stage, and I'm like, "Hello, judges. I'd like to let you in on a little secret. Your payday has come in." And I had all these little payday candy bars. And then, you know, being that we are Pasadena, my outfit was themed for the competition.
Right.
80s Pasadena princess.
Wow.
I had all my weaves in. I had on fishnets.
Wow, that's good.
Along with the color. I had on my rainbow high tops.
Yes.
Right? I was ready, right?
Yes.
And I go, "Honey, it's okay if I got a third beer. Hold on, look." And I lift up all my tutus. I got on my chastity belt. And he laughed, hit his hand, like, "Oh my God, she got my vote." But it was really fun. I think part of what the Doo Dah looks for in a future queen is, do you know how to be a good host? Do you know how to bring the party and bring the fun of Doo Dah?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right.
And the greatest part of Doo Dah is, if you think about Mardi Gras, is meant to be before Lent.
Right.
Doo Dah is meant to be before the Rose Parade.
Right.
Because they got to let all us misfits get it out.
Yes.
Before the tourists come into town.
Yes.
And they're like, "Oh, welcome to Pasadena. May I show you your way down Colorado Boulevard?" The Doo Dah's great because it's really, I think it's our real Pasadena people parade.
Right.
It's where we get to show off and be who we are. It's where I'm going to see my neighbors.
Right.
I'm going to see the neighborhood kid. I'm like, "Oh, I remember you haven't deleted my paper in 6 months. Huh, I got to talk to you," right? I mean, you can have fun. And one thing that people don't understand is how much STEM is involved in these floats. I mean, have you seen, like, this one lady had a flying, like a UFO, right?
Right.
She was able to engineer her wheelchair, right?
Right.
To become, and the funny thing is, talking to someone who has a disability, she actually discovered that by designing a float for the Doo Dah Parade, and Burning Man, no joke, she's committed.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, that by designing this strange little float for herself, she actually found a way to ride more comfortably.
Wow.
Because her legs are crossed.
Yeah.
And so the Doo Dah embraces your creativity. It's about thinking outside of the box. If all the rules were removed, what would you do?
Wow.
I'd be happier.
Yeah.
I might not get arrested for the things I think about. But the Doo Dah's really great. I love it. And I hope that more people come every year because the entire SoCal Valley, this is the best parade to have fun in fall.
Yeah.
And by the way, I love your costume.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, I am the Pantyhose Fairy.
Fully committed. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I hope more people come to the Doo Dah. I did ride a horse down the parade this route.
Wow, that's
a barrel
neat.
racer.
Yes.
So the only fun part is when we were waiting in line to proceed through the procession, we kept wrangling the groups. Like we had the Sierra Club all wrangled together, and then we got the Indivisibles wrangled. You know, the only hard part was the atomic chicken heads. You cannot. I mean, once they're atomic, it's just not possible.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming out.
Well, thanks for the interview, and you really have that Doo Dah spirit. No wonder why they voted you to be the
Well,
queen.
I come from Missoula, Montana.
Oh yeah.
Where we sort of embrace let your freak flag fly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta have fun when you're stuck in the woods.
Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you, babe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy Doo Dah.
Well, happy Doo Dah. And that concludes this coverage of the 2018 Pasadena Doo Dah Parade and the after party.
Doo Dah.
Doo Dah. Doo Dah. Hi, I'm Kristal Kira. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't miss our next exciting video. Subscribe now.